When I'm drawing, it's one of the rare times where I'm kind of focused and feel like the world slows down. I'm Joel Crawford, the director of Puss in Boots: Last Wish.
Hi, I'm Domee Shi, the director and co-writer of Turning Red.
I'm Chris Williams. I'm the writer and director of The Sea Beast.
My name is João Gonzalez. I'm the director, animator, writer, and composer of Ice Merchants. And today I'm going to be drawing my characters receiving an Oscar.
And today I'm going to draw Jacob Holland winning an Oscar.
And today I'm going to be drawing Puss in Boots receiving an Oscar.
I will be drawing my character, Maylin Lee, receiving an Oscar. My definitive drawing point would be like the head, the tilt, the angle, and kind of like the expression of the character.
I find it's usually good to start with the cranium, figure out that line of action through the middle of the character.
What I love about Puss in Boots is that there's this charisma, but underneath it all, he's a cat that's wearing boots. Maybe the light that's reflecting off of the Oscar, creating kind of like a laser pointer effect, would totally distract Puss in Boots, and he can't help but cat-like chase after it.
So with these characters, for me, the most important part was really to emphasize the father-son relationship. That's why I believe I also choose to exaggerate their proportions. For example, the father having very, very long legs and the kid being quite small. It was very important for me to establish that very nice relationship they have going.
It was a challenge for us, especially in this movie, because a lot of things that are associated with being a tween girl are very expensive and complicated to do. Backpacks are incredibly difficult and expensive to simulate. Her Tamagotchi on her backpack, I definitely fought for that Tamagotchi.
Well, one of the things we really wanted to land with Jacob as a character is that he's a really good-hearted guy. All right, so there's my underdrawing. So now I'll go ahead and do the ink drawing.
The eyes are so important. They're so expressive, and cats have that kind of way where when they're focused on something, they kind of get this like tunnel vision, and it's fun creating that in like an animated character.
This is probably my favorite phase of the drawing, which is when I'm adding shadows. Not only because I like how they look aesthetically, but they're also perfect to cover some mistakes that I've done.
Sometimes when I'm drawing a character's expression, I can't help but like try to make it myself. They're all giggling at the Oscar's butt. That's the idea for this drawing.
And one of the things that I love about animation is how deeply collaborative it is. Hundreds of people working for years on this one thing.
So excited about the Oscar that he's leaping forward.
No, I'm just noodling. Okay, I'm done.
I drew Jacob Holland, one of the main characters from The Sea Beast, holding an Oscar. He seems quite happy with it.
This image was what came to my mind. It was father holding his son and the son holding the Oscar. So it's a double victory for him.
Maylin would be over the moon. She would be so excited to be holding that heavy, naked gold man. She would have poofed into a panda out of excitement.
Over 400 people worked on this movie, and that means so much that it's being appreciated not just out in the world in theaters, but also by the Academy. So thank you.